Oh, what is up, Plug Squad? It's Ches and Aiden here for another Voderino. Basically, trade deadline's coming up. Shit's been hitting the fan.
One
Couple
week.
trades. 1 week. I think on TSN it was like 6 days and like 50 minutes or whatever the hell it was. But anyways, it's coming up soon, and there have already been some deals that have been done. We already know about the FNUF one, but Toronto made two more. Not blockbusters like the last one, but definitely very interesting trades. We're going to talk about the Colorado one, and as you can see in the top corner here, I got the trade tracker going. So that one was, what was it, Aiden? What was the trade there? Colorado?
So Toronto traded Sean Matthias to Colorado for Colin Smith and a 2016 fourth round pick.
Yeah, definitely. So I was thinking Sean Matthias. Let's pull up the stats here. So Sean Matthias, forward. Don't even know where the hell this guy came from. Basically, he goes for a fourth round pick and a prospect, Colin Smith, who I guess is apparently they're saying he's like not that bad. So here's Sean Matthias' stats there. There's his face if you wanted to see it right there. It looks like a dink, but whatever. So drafted second round 2006 there, as you can see. He had his best season with Vancouver, it looks like. And then his career really went downhill with the Leafs like everyone else's career does, but that's fine. So, Colorado gets, what do they get? What line would he play on for Colorado? Like a depth?
I'd say like third or fourth line.
Yeah, definitely like a more
Like
depth line.
Colorado, maybe even, is he a center?
He's a
Center.
forward, and he's center.
Okay, then they could probably squeeze him in the second line because they don't really have depth at the center position. I don't think.
I
Like
think
they have Duchesne, but that's
I think McKinnon plays center, doesn't he?
no, he's left wing because their first line is like McKinnon, Duchesne, and Landeskog. They put like all three of their guys on the top line.
Oh, I see. So that's interesting. So I guess maybe they could squeeze him on like the second line, but and in return, Toronto gets back a fourth round pick, which is exactly what they need, and because they're rebuilding, right?
He's basically the same thing as Matthias. He's like a third or fourth line depth centerman.
Yeah, definitely. So fourth round pick, and then a more kind of AHL guy. Don't really know too much about Colin Smith. We're not really interested in him. They're interested in the pick because that's Loophole Lou right there.
Yeah,
But,
that's what you got to do when you're rebuilding, like Toronto is. Like you just got to
literally, the roster is depleted right
yeah,
now.
you got to get rid of the veterans and all that.
Yeah, the roster. Have you seen the roster? It's pretty depleted. Like it
Yeah,
is. They are
it's
calling up guys left, right, and center.
mostly the Marlies up there.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna move on here. This trade just happened. I think it was today. Was San Jose and Toronto, and I just want to say, no hate to any San Jose fans, but I'm so confused on what San Jose is doing. They have like older guys, like I think Joe Thornton is like 36, Marlowe is like 36, and then they have like Couture,
Like 32.
who's good. Burns is like 32. They have some young guys, like I think Wingles isn't that old.
Hurdles like
Um,
second season.
Hurdle's good. Goldolben I think is one of their prospects who's a pretty good. They have a lot of like,
They only have one rookie this year, which
yeah, I
is
saw that.
Boy, which is kind of surprising.
Donskoy's pretty good though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's leading their team in like points, or
Or
not
something.
points, like assists or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
some stat he's probably, he's probably not that bad. We're not sponsored by Gatorade, by the way, just ignore that. So basically, I'm really confused because like I guess they're trying to bulk up for like a playoff run if they're getting Polak, right? Like they just like destroyed a couple of second round picks. Basically, here's the trade. It was Polak and Spalling. Spalling's more of a depth player. Polak is gonna play top six, I guess, right?
If he, yeah,
Maybe Roman Polak, and San Jose gets or trades two second round picks, one for 2017 and 2018, so a couple years down the road, and Torres, but Torres is loaned to San Jose's AHL team because he's not really like he's got suspended 41 games earlier. He's really not like
so he won't be playing this year anyways.
yeah, he's not really a factor in this trade. What do you think of the trade, Aiden?
It's kind of the same thing what they're doing with the Matthias trade. They're building for the future, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they're just getting draft picks for their veterans that they don't need in the future. Like Polak and Spalling, they're both probably over 30 years old, so they don't have too much more time in their career, right? So
Yeah. definitely. I think Polak's an older guy. Yeah, I think he's like over. I think he's like 30 something.
And
But yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah, San Jose could just use those two as rentals for a possible playoff run if they get in. I don't
Mhm.
know if they're standing in the playoff race right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. So and here's the general manager for each team. Here's San Jose. As you can see, they traded a couple second-round draft picks there, and Polak I think is a UFA after this year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's his contract's expiring.
Yeah, so I can't see San Jose re-signing him because like
Definitely not. And his age is 29. It's like 30.
yeah,
So yeah, there's their picks. So they gave up a couple. Their future, they gave up like their second for Martin Jones. So they're not, definitely not in any position to get like solid prospects. Toronto, on the other hand, here's all their picks. They only traded a couple thirds, but that was probably just to trade up to make trades work for all these other great picks, first rounds, a bunch of thirds, fourth, fifth, sixth, as you can see there. So definitely buys into the whole system. Loophole Lou has been pulling some tricks, rabbits out of his hat there with these trades because they're pretty unlikely. I mean, Polak for 2 seconds. How would you think of that, right? And Dankarino. Basically, that was the end of the video. And Toronto rebuilding, got some dank picks since Loophole Lou was involved with those because he's basically a magician and turns shit into gold somehow, which I don't understand. I think that about sums it up there. Aiden, anything else?
uh, not too much. We've basically covered everything with the rebuilding system that the Leafs are going through, and we'll see how it works.
Yeah, we'll see how she works there. Anyways, as Hey Dog would say, have a good old jolly day, boys.